Hi guys, good morning to you. It's Fast Kings FX once again, and today it's of course early in the morning. It is at right now it is 5:12 a.m. Ugandan time. Yes, but we traded the cash rate at 4 exactly a.m. Ugandan time. It is our Wednesday, of course, and here we are to share with you the results after sharing with you a video on YouTube yesterday at around 7 p.m. Ugandan time, which was a Tuesday. We shared with you a video telling you that New Zealand USD is going to sell during the cash rate. So if we go on the Forex Factory calendar, what do we see? We see that the official cash rate, it was at 3.00%, and the forecast was, this was the previous, the 3.00%, and then the forecast is telling us that it is 2.75%, meaning they have reduced the what? Let's check here. They have reduced the interest rates, and having reduced the interest rates, they are telling us that the usual effect, the actual is greater than the forecast, meaning that if the actual is greater than the forecast, that means it is good for the currency. But what do you see here? Even the actual right now has even reduced the more. Excuse me. Even the actual has even reduced the more, and if you can see from the previous, since we are given previous and forecast always, it was showing that it had reduced, they had reduced the interest rates, showing that the New Zealand pair was not being favored by this news. So what do we do? What we did, when we go back to the charts, we went back to our charts. Yesterday I told you that having retested, the markets having retested around this zone, this order block, markets couldn't break above. Then another thing I told you, that markets on a weekly time frame, they have been playing. Let's say we have this candle here, and then other candles, they close from inside. All right, there is no candle which is breaking the higher highs. All right, there is no candle which is breaking any side. So if markets had broken above here and closed, we would be waiting for a retest, then we take buys. If maybe this candle closed, let me show you. If this candle may be closed outside like this of this, where you're seeing these lines, when you go on a weekly time frame, that's when you can see it very well. In case the markets closed like this, then we could be waiting for a buy. But the fact that markets closed below, that's why we had to wait for a retest, then we take our what? We take our sales. But despite the fact that we were waiting for that retest, it didn't happen. The markets were still praying from inside around this zone. So, but just because inside here we get a retest around this zone where I showed you, we get this pullback which came like this. Markets went down. This was the previous last week but one. Then inside that week, we see that markets retest, and now they are going down. So the only option that we had was for them to do what? To be sold. And that's why we are selling. If you understand the higher time frames, it is very easy for you to do what? To trade, because the higher time frames, they always show the easiest order flow. If you really understand price action, then you should be using higher time frames, basically, because they're the most important and effective when it comes to these markets. So as you can really see, our move that was given to us, our move that was given to us is around 60 pips. So we managed to get the 60 pips, and that's how we came out of these news. If you can really see it very well, like, let me take you to the 1 hour, we shall see it very well from there. So on 1 hour, I realized that the markets had done what? Had come to this point. Let me use this. They had come to this order block below it, and they couldn't even break above again. So the only thing that we had was the creation of this order block that you see here, the blue and the black candles. which is a bearish engulfing. And of course, immediately after seeing that, it signals sells, and it was also in a selling zone. Why would you take a buy around that place? So that's why I took my sells, and that's why we had to do what? To sell. And another thing, if you can see it from a 15-minute, before the news happened, the markets did what? Retested, and they were rejected. That's why you're seeing that we took sales. That's why I shared with you a setup for sales. Hey guys, I wish you all the best. If you really want to know more about trading news, if you want to know more about how to trade technicals, please inbox me and I can help you out. I can take you through everything that I know. Otherwise guys, I wish you all the best. Bye bye.